Hi there, and welcome back to the Lisa Nichols Show. Here I share the tools and techniques and mindset that you and I need, want, and desire so that we can live the life that we deserve to live and we can achieve the things that we want to achieve. I love reading your comments. I love seeing your engagement with each other on these episodes. I love all your feedback, so please keep it coming. We read everything and we love it. I love it. So I gotta tell you, when we talked about this particular topic, how to bounce back after public humiliation. Well, the first thing I thought was, okay, what do I say about it? And then my team quickly reminded me of a time when. I haven't had a lot of those, knock on wood, but I did have this one scenario where with my good friends over at Mind Valley, I was in front of about 1,200 people. And I'm on stage and I'm in this amazing outfit. I mean, it was hot, blue and white, and it was this great heavy material, and it was strapless, and it had an open space right here. It was all things fabulous. I'm on stage, I'm on a roll, and I'm doing my thing, and I'm kind of moving like this, just kind of going at it and giving all the great vibes out to there was 50 different countries represented there. So I'm excited. And I look down on the teleprompter that's on the stage, and huge flashing words is, "Lisa, your left nipple is out." And I thought, that can't be me. I'm sure they're not talking to me. That's like a typo. And so I keep going, and then that same message begins to flash. Dude. And I go, oh my God. Is real. So I pull it up. I just keep talking, and I feel it sliding down again. I keep talking. I start staying a little more still, and it's sliding down again. So I know now I'm only 10 minutes into a 50-minute message where I literally cannot move and it's still sliding down. What I found was that the fabric was too heavy for the way they made it to not have straps on it. And so I began to pull it up, and then I just made a joke about it. So that now I incorporated the fact that my girls are trying to pop out. And so I literally looked down and said, no, they did not pay for the VIP experience. And I pulled it back up. And every time you try to give them the VIP experience, I'm gonna put you back in. And everyone erupted in laughter. And I kept talking. And just like I expected, about 5 minutes later, I'm pulling it back up again. I said, like I said, no VIP here. And I kept talking, and I incorporated it into the message. So many people came up to me later laughing because they got a riveting message. And I was able to navigate what could have been one of the most humiliating times in my entire speaking career. So I want to share this with you. Number one, forgive yourself. Give yourself grace. So often we have more grace and compassion for other people. If one of your best friends came to you and they had a humiliating moment, you would immediately encourage them through it. Why is it that when we have a humiliating moment, we put on the gloves? Boom, I shoulda. Boom, I woulda. Boom, I wish I coulda. No, forgive yourself. You only know what you know until you know more. Number two, be willing to make light of something. Be willing to make light of the situation. In some cases, not all cases. I don't want to minimize every form of humiliation because every form of public humiliation is not funny. But if there's an opportunity where you can laugh and minimize it, you actually take the energy out of it. Take some of the energy out of that balloon of stress or that balloon of tension that comes with public humiliation. Take the tension out. Remember that energy grows where energy goes. If you move the energy away from it, then all energy has to move away from it. Allow yourself and give yourself permission to make mistakes. See, it's only when we stand inside of perfection that we're expected to make no mistakes. What I love most about Oprah, I love so many things about her, but one of the things I love most about her is that she allowed us to see her humanity. The entire 25 years that she was on air, she allowed us to witness her humanity. So she had permission to make any mistake or just to be human. Not that she made a lot, but if she did, we were going to love her through it. And so give yourself permission to navigate through a journey that's going to have a full experience. Those that are great and those that are learning lessons and those that might have been humiliating at times. Be okay with that. And the third thing is learn the lesson. What's the lesson I learned? Don't wear strapless on stage. Learn the lesson. There's a lesson in anything. There's a lesson in everything. The other lesson I learned is that when I give myself permission to laugh at me, other people will laugh with me. What could have been devastating to me in front of one of the most important audiences in my community, definitely in front of the audience that shares on social media the most. In fact, now it's a great memory. So if you ever find yourself feeling humiliated in the public's eye, remember, one, to find the way to navigate out of it starts with forgiveness, compassion, and empathy for you and even for those judging you. Give yourself permission to make mistakes publicly, and then look for the lesson in everything. Now, I've gone back many a times and looked at the footage. Thank God my friends at Mind Valley actually cut the part out where my girls were out, but they kept in a lot of those other funny moments when I talked about it. I enjoy it. It's actually a great memory in my memory album. Remember, this show is not just a monologue. It's a dialogue. I would love to hear from you. What's one of the biggest ahas that you got from this episode? Was it to remember that you are the creator, the orchestrator, and even the audience of your life experience, and that no one can define you better than you? And that when you give yourself permission to bounce back from either public humiliation or private humiliation or a version that you called humiliation, that you give yourself permission to fly and soar? Was it recognizing that you can play bigger and leap bolder because of the fear of being humiliated? Now you can release yourself of that. What was the lesson you learned? What was the aha that you got? Leave a comment below. I want to hear from you. Your words, your opinions, your experiences are important to me. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already done so. I want you in the tribe. And look out for more delicious, dynamic dialogue, because that's what we're going to have in the future. After all, this is your home, and we are your tribe. And I am always going to be your sister in prosperity and in possibility. And every single time you hear me say, I believe in you and I love you, it's for one reason. I can say many things, but I want you to hear that I believe in you. And I want you to hear that I love you, because I do. I'll see you real soon. Ciao. Ciao, Bella.